Hi, this is Betty with Betty Stamping Crazy, and I have a card here for you today. And I really like this one. It's using our colors, our new in colors for the 2015 to 2017 in colors. This is the Watermelon Wonder. I'm also going to be using this two stamp sets. One of them is called the Grateful Bunch, and I'm going to be using these three flowers here on this next card. But I used this one for this card right here, and I cut it out by hand because we don't have a punch for this one, but we do on these. That's why I decided to use these. Also, I will be using the Happy Birthday from the Rose Wonder. It's right here. And also, which this comes in a bundle, the Rose Garden Thinlits. These are all out of the Occasions catalog, and I used this right here to cut for this piece for our Happy Birthday. I'm also going to use this ribbon right here, which is the Watermelon Wonder ribbon, color ribbon, and it is, I believe that's I guess they call it a satin ribbon, I'm not sure, but that's also in the Occasions catalog. And I'm going to use a piece of it that's about 7.5 inches long. Also, this right here is the vellum from the Botanical Gardens Designer Vellum Pack. And it has several. I know you can't see them on the camera, but you could see them if you had something behind them, just like you do on this one. And I used the little stars and dots on this one, but this one I think I'm going to use some flowers. Let me put this on this so that maybe you can see it a little better. See here? Alright, so let's get started on this card. Like I said, all of these come in the Occasions catalog. Oh, also the little enamel dots, which are these right here. And I love these things, but you have to be really careful with them, and I'll explain that when we get to that part. Okay, let's get started on this card. Right here, okay, I got a piece of 5.5 by 4 of the Watermelon Wonder, and it's going to go on the base card, which is your standard size. It's, let's see, 8.5 by, let's see, okay, I scored it at 5.5, and it's 8.5 across. Okay, but we'll do that one later. Okay, also this vellum piece I cut at 5 and no, I'm sorry, this is supposed to be 5 1/4. I'm saying 5.5, but it's supposed to be 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 3. So let's move these out of the way. And I think I'm just going to take my snail, and I'm going to run a bead right down the middle of this because it's not going to be seen. Oops, got some right there. Get that off so I don't be sticking to it every time I turn around. And it's not really straight, but it'll do. And I'm going to put this right in the middle. Okay, just like that. And put it down. Doesn't matter if it's off a little bit, it's going to be okay. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my little glue dots, and oh, I think I'm going to use a snail on this too and just do this. Well, okay, get it straight and I'll get it on there. I think I'm going to put a couple of strips there. That's going to give me in trouble again. Okay, then I'm going to take this, put it right in the middle. I'm sorry if I'm getting off camera or too close for you. And just tag that around. Then I'm going to get this straight, or as straight as I can. I'm a crooked person. And just flip that on the back. Okay, I do not want to put this down yet. because of the tape on the back. But I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put the dimensionals on it and put it down, because it'll be alright. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to put my normal 5 on here, which is what I always do. And you want to be careful with your vellum because it's not down on the edges, so just be careful that you don't pull it loose when you're doing this. Okay, that one's not off. Okay, let's bring this down here and make sure it's opening upright. Okay, and I want this little flower right here up in the corner because I'm going to cover it. Then I'm just going to take this and put it on my base. Just like that. And I also want to take, because I don't like this sticking up so far. That drives me crazy. There's my pin. Pull the top off. Okay. I'm just going to put one, I think I'm going to put it over here because that's where my happy birthday will go, and I don't want this pulling it down so far that it looks funny. Put another one right here, and this won't hurt sticking up so much. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Alright, I've already cut out this thinlet because I didn't want to mess with having to bring the big shot over, but that's how I did with the rose thinlets and this little tag. And then I'm using the Watermelon Wonder ink, and as I said, the happy birthday. So let's go ahead and try to get that on as straight as we can. And you know me, if it's not straight, I don't worry about it. Okay, and that's pretty much it because I've already stamped out the flowers because I didn't want to take the time to try to get them straight. And sometimes it takes me a little bit and I have to get way up here to see it. But I have stamped them out. And I want to put some, I'm just going to cut, let's see, I think I'm going to cut out so that I can use some of this up. Some of these edges, I have got a lot of these edges. So let's just do this. And then put this one down here along this bottom. Usually I would just use the, oops, I got that off a little bit. Let's cut that off. Usually I would use the hexagon shape ones, but for this I'm just going to throw this on there. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. Then just put that down there. Okay, on these flowers, like I said, I use this one, but you have to cut this one out by hand, so I didn't want to try this on camera. But you can decide which way you like it better. I think I'm going to take, again with my glue dots, and place a couple of them on this big flower. Oops, didn't want to stick. Oh, they're going to give me trouble. Sometimes glue dots and I don't get along, but they do stick really good. Okay, then I'm going to put this big one right about there. Make sure I'm not getting off the card. And I think I want to put all 3 of them on there this time. So let's just do this. And maybe, where do I want to put him? Do I want to put him here? Yeah, let's put him there. And then the rest, the other little flower, I think I'm going to put this right about here. Now these enamel dots, you really have to be careful with these. I'm going to put a big one right here in the center of this. And then I'm going to take 3 small ones and put down here. Like I said, you really have to make sure you get under these all the way, or you will pull that little enamel piece off the top. So be careful with that. And I don't think I'm going to put any dots on there. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And you can decide what you want to do with it, whichever way you want to go. But here are the two cards. And I'm Bettysstampingcrazy. So look me up. And I will have a link down below for my online store if you would like to check out some of these products, especially the occasions products. Like I said, we are having our celebration until March 31st. So anything that you buy that is online or in any of the catalogs through Stampin' Up, clearance rack, it doesn't matter, you can get, for each $50, you can get a free item out of the small celebration catalog. And you might want to check that out. It's really worth it. So go on over to my website and check it out. Thank you.